Hi everybody, I wanted to take a look at Web Work 14 question 10 to solve an IVP with Laplace transforms. So we have our given here, and we're going to take the Laplace transform of that first. And then this one is going to turn into 10 times h t minus 1 plus 0 minus 10 h of t minus 5. So when we take the Laplace of this side, we're going to get s, capital Y of s, minus y of 0 plus 6 y, capital Y of s. And this other side turns into 10 e to the negative s over s minus 10 e to the negative 5s all over s. And then we're going to plug in our initial value here, so that's going to be minus 10. We'll bring out this y of s because we want to solve for y of s, so we get s plus 6 minus 10 equals 10 e to the negative 5, or negative s over s minus 10 e to the negative 5s over s. And then just solve for y of s. So we add 10 over here, and then divide by s plus 6. So we end up with y of s equals 10 e to the negative s over s times s plus 6 minus 10 e to the negative 5s over s times s plus 6 plus 10 over s plus 6. So to do this, we're going to have to do partial fractions on this term and this term, so we're going to have to do it twice. So like our professor did it in his lectures, he separated the exponential value, so you're just doing the partial fraction of the constant term with the denominator. So the first one is going to be 10 over s times s plus 6 equals a over s plus b over s plus 6. Multiply the whole thing by s times s plus 6, and so we're going to be left with 10 equals a times s plus 6 plus b s. And then we just kind of solve for a and b from there. So we're going to have a plus b s plus 6a equals 10. So a plus b equals 0 since we don't have an s term over here. And then 6a equals 10. So solve for a pretty easily. A equals 10 over 6. And then b is equal to negative a. So b equals negative 10 over 6. And there's our first one. Then for the second one, this has a negative out front, so we're going to do negative 10 over s times s plus 6 equals a over s plus b over s plus 6. So we're doing pretty much the same exact thing, but this time a and b are going to be the opposite signs. So negative 10 equals a s plus 6 plus bs, then a plus bs plus 6a. So a is negative 10 over 6, and a plus b equals 0. So b equals 10 over 6. So now we can plug that back into our equation up here. So we're going to have y of s equals e to the negative s times 10 over 6s minus 10 over 6s plus 6, and then minus e to the negative 5s times negative 10 over 6s plus 10 over 6 times s plus 6, and all of that we add on 10 over s plus 6 to that term, because we don't want to forget that from up above. And then we have to take the inverse Laplace transform of the whole thing. So the inverse of capital Y of s is just y of t, and that's what we were looking for in the end for this problem. And so if we write this all out, it's going to, pulling out all of the constants, we get 10 over 6 times the inverse Laplace of 1 over s e to the negative s minus 10 over 6 inverse of 1 over s plus 6 e to the negative s. And then I'm going to go down below. It's going to be minus 10 over s with 1 over s e to the negative 5s plus 10 over 6 inverse of 1 over s plus 6 e to the negative 5s, and then plus 10 times the inverse of 1 over s plus 6. So then we have to do the inverse of all those things, so we're going to end up with, it's going to be 10 over 6 times 1 over s is going to be 1, and then the inverse of e to the negative s is just h t minus 1. Going over here, we've got 10 over 6. This is going to be e to the negative 6 t minus 1. And this is a place where I got caught up on the web work. I kept doing e to the negative 6t, and I didn't include it as t minus 1 to include the shift with the Heaviside function. So that also has the h of t minus 1. We look down below, we have negative 10 over 6 times 1 times h to the t minus 5. Then we have plus 10 over 6 e to the negative 6 of t minus 5, h of t minus 5, and finally plus 10 of e to the negative 6t. So to write that out a little neater, and the final answer to our problem is going to be y of t equals, and I'm going to pull out the 10 over 6, since that's a common term of those four, the 10 over 6 on the outside, so we get h of t minus 1 minus e to the negative 6t, or negative 6 times t minus 1 times h of t minus 1 minus h of t minus 5 plus e to the negative 6 of t minus 5 times h of t minus 5. I'm going to close my parentheses, and then just have it plus 10 e to the negative 6t. And that is our final solution with our initial value. I thought this was good practice for Laplace transforms and inverse Laplace, so I hope the test goes well. Good luck, everybody.